holla. Move. If you can hear me. Wah 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 boom.
Are you ready? Call your mama, call your papa, call your friends. The festivities are about to begin. Boom.
I'm on it. Come on, give me a break. Shout outs to everybody on YouTube land. This is Jose JG Boom. And I present myself to the YouTube universe. And I present you the Boom Live. The Discord server daily Boom is where the festivities take place. Here in YouTube is where the festivities take place. Like, thank you for coming in, man. I didn't plan to go live like right now. Early. I tried to go live earlier. Then it didn't happen, and then I did what I had to do, and I said like, oh shit, I gotta go live. So I kind of went live without a lot of heads up, a lot of time with heads up. Heads up, coming through. Think fast. Uh-oh. People see me. The fuck? Talking to me? Oh, man. Good times. Thank you, everybody, for coming in. Leave a like. Join us in the Discord. Give me money, guys. Give me money. I got like $20 on PayPal, and I need like 180 for the first of the month for the electric. I think I can do it if I am more consistent. A lot of traffic, people walking around today. Shout out to Citizen 9, Carl Christopherson, Jomungus, Martin, Charlie Welsh, The Broken Trifold, Brad Wagner, JP Jr., Justin Franks, C4, and Jomungus. Please vote 50%. We want. What do we want? We want derp. Well, maybe you want that. We want funny. Maybe. If you want that. We want science. Do you want science? We want unicorns in a bucket on a vacuum. Live. If you want that. Please vote. There's a poll up on the YouTube chat box. Let's open the server. Now, it could happen, which I don't say it a lot. I don't say it a lot. But if it happens one day that nobody joins, I will read some comments from the chat box. I will find some pictures and some little video clips to play for a little bit, and then that's it. It's gonna be a short show. But it's okay. I'm happy with it. Anything but Mavit. Shout out to C9, man. Let's see what we got over here. There you go. It's looking good. I want to change. I want to change the. What's your Macaulay? What's your Macaulay? I'm gonna change the background, man. What do you guys think? The background of the whole viewing of the show. Might do that later. I want some background music. Yeah, well done. Well said, man. Let's see what we got. Let's open one of these. Oh, wait. I cannot do it like that. Let me do it the way I can do it. I'm going to share my screen with the laptop. And then we can do that. I can screen share because it's the only way that I can control the sound and all the shenanigans. Okay. Perfect. Royalty free music. Let me see. Music. Oh, I haven't screen share. Sorry. Let me screen share. I think I had a ding dong, but I'm like browsing around in some different screens. Anybody home? All right. I got my mouse over here. This must click that. Let's find it. Oh, Brian Mabit, this is me. Let me talk to Mabit for a second. Mabit, are you there?
Hello.
Hey, I had a lot of feedback, negative feedback from your last visit on the show. You want to know what about, or do you think that you know what about?
No, I don't want to know.
Some people categorized your some comments, and then I certain way, very negative, right? And then I heard that in real time. I review what was told to me that was very negative, and I didn't find it that way. I cannot read your mind. I don't know what's in your mind. I don't know your motives. I can make speculations, but that one word being said out of context, with no context whatsoever, Doesn't matter the tone that you say. You can say crying, you can say yelling, you can say laughing. That word is not negative. Uh, so I say nothing happened. Let's try to avoid to do certain touch on certain topics and do certain criticism that YouTube doesn't allow in their platform. Is it some kind of a censorship? Not really. It's just YouTube rules. Oh, my rights, my, you know, I can say whatever the fuck I want, but only not on YouTube because YouTube don't allow that. You know what I mean? So let's just keep it fun. And I know you're gonna slip out and call somebody a fucking cunt or whatever, but that's another story. What do you think about that?
Sounds good to me, man.
Good. Good looking at. And anybody, I hope anybody bring out the topic now. Glover Mom. Shout out to Glover Mom. We're gonna separate ourselves from that. Glover Mom was pissed off, and a lot of people was pissed off when you call her woman, or you woman, or whatever the fuck that phrase. It was fun. It was funny. Shout out to Glover Mom for having thick skin, and shout out to you, Brian. But damn, you asshole, bro. You took it hard on some newer participants. Don't do that shit, man. You gotta lay back.
That what do you call it? Hazing.
No, I think it Brian should chill out and lay back a bit. You should go and listen to like Dark Side of the Moon by Pink Floyd or something. You chill out a bit, man.
That was a initiation ceremony, let's say.
I gotta put background music. Hold on, because I'm gonna be listening to this. So let's see. Royalty free, copyright, 12 hours of royalty free music. I want to hear what this is. I'll share it. I'll lower the volume and I'll put it in the background as videos.
I don't know, Jose. I think you should bring it in at full blast and then turn the volume down slowly until people say enough.
You think I should what?
I think you should turn the music on at full blast and then turn it down until people say that's it, it's quiet enough.
No, loud music. It's gonna be music and it's gonna be heard. And for those who think they struggle hearing what we say, well, don't worry about it. Give it a minute or two. Your brain will just associate it and will straighten up quick. The music would not be overwhelming at all. Boom.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of people that will never understand my accent, but that's just me.
I understand most of it first. I understand 90%. It's Friday! Brian, if we go past the hurdle of on a globe on the surface of the earth, level is not horizontal as for straight, we can move on in the conversation very far away. On a globe, if you can visualize, if you can anything, the globers, and in the globe, the level goes around the surface of the earth, which will conform to a sphere at the end of the day. If you agree, I mean, you have to agree that that's the way it works in a globe. What do you think?
If level is what? Say again.
On a globe, if we go around over the surface of the earth from point A to point B, very far away, opposite sides, thousands of miles away, that path is what we call level. So that doesn't make a straight line because it's a globe, it's the surface of the earth. We're going through a path of and that's what it's called level. So level is not going to be horizontal when you talk in that context in the surface of the earth. Do you agree with that or not? We're talking about in a globe, if a globe, and if you understand that that's what the globe say.
I can understand it in your fantasy. Yeah, you have to have a curved level, but common sense and everybody else says level is a flat level plane.
And I don't disagree with you in when we do it in a small context to our reach, physically within our reach. but physically we cannot look or contain this whole place where we live in. And when we step back, if we were to see the whole thing from point A to point B, a path will be over a curved surface because the Earth being spherical. That's what we call level. That's what the globe says. It's not what if it's true or not. I don't want to know if that is true from your perspective or not. I just want you to know that that's what level is on a globe.
On a globe, yeah. Your
Yes.
fantasy.
That's
Yes,
what we
I
call
agree
level.
with
Yeah.
I totally agree with you. You have got to have straight lines that bend, and you've got to have horizontals that are a curve. You've got to.
All right.
But
Go ahead, guys.
unfortunately,
Sorry. Finish it.
unfortunately, in reality, that is not what happened. Level means it's level with something. Level.
Yes.
Not level isn't particularly a shape. It's level to the horizon.
it's not always level to the horizon, Brian. Come on.
No, you see, this is your indoctrination kicking in now, and your
No, it's
fantasy.
not
belief.
indoctrination. If you let me explain, I'll explain to you why things can be level with each other and they're not even flat. You know what I mean? But actually,
See what I mean?
well, let me explain before you butt in and try to say
Yeah,
that I'm
let's.
wrong.
Terrence, I want to hear you out, man. Go ahead. Take your
Yeah,
minute.
okay. Here's my minute. Right, when you're building like stairway up from one level to another, you will take flat boards and you'll plane them down to make sure they're especially flat, and then you'll cut the ends at an angle so that they can be put up against the next level up, and they'll be flat and flush against the top, flat and flush against the floor, and they will be flat from the bottom to the top in an angle, 45-degree angle maybe. And you will do that not only with the banister, but you'll do that with the runner that goes up the side of the stairs. And those runners and banisters are parallel, level to each other. Yet they're at a 45-degree angle. So don't tell me about reality, Brian. If you've ever worked with wood, you would understand how these things work.
Shout out to Terrence. Let me read this super chat. I got a big $10 super chat. Top of the show. Thank you, Lale. I appreciate it, man. Good looking out, brother. Super chat by Lale. No need for an your ISMS. However, the Earth is a rotating spherical object affected by gravity, and it's traveling throughout outer space very fast, and this is a fact in reality and will never change. I think the beginning, not it for at homes or for something, but shout out to Leo, big $10, brother. So Brian, that's it, man. When it goes from small scale, from a building construction being level, being straight over here physically, when talking about the big scale, about the surface of the Earth, and Earth as for long distances, that's what is level along the surface of the Earth. It's conforming to the outside, pretty much,
Yeah. Much more importantly, Lyle, we need $180, did you say, for Jose's electric bill? So can you get on it, please?
I heard you saying, Brian, that Leo is the new paymaster or some shit like that. How do you phrase that? And does he pay me, do you think?
Of course he does, yeah. I monitor this and got it all down on a database, and it's quite obvious who's paying what.
So you think that what happens is that they get a paycheck, person, let's say Leel, right? Leel has been chosen to receive the big paycheck, and then he go around giving super chats in the in the globe side to try to get more money from people, just shilling for that. So his work is shilling for the globe, like channels and super chats and stuff.
Yeah, he tries to start a trend going, a bit like a busker. They'll always have a few coppers in the bottom of their guitar case or whatever they're playing, just to get people to, or he'll have somebody walk up and throw a fiver in, just to start the public off, and that's all Lale's doing.
How about
Quite
Sean
obvious.
Smith? You heard the name Sean Smith before. Sean Smith has been around for a long time, and he just gave me a $10 super chat. Dude, that's 2 10s. That doesn't happen every day. Sean says, scientific question of the day. When unicorns fart, do rainbows come out of their buttholes? Like and subscribe, people. Thank you all for all your entertainment, Jose. Shout out to Sean Smith. Good question. Another shield behind one shield. What do you think, Brian? And do farts the rainbow come out of unicorns' buttholes when they fart?
No, I don't think.
Oh,
I think it's an optical effect with the atmosphere and light. I don't think it's anything to do with unicorns. What's the technical word for it? Flatulence.
We all know that Sean and Leo are NASA shells. NASA gives them a big giant payout, and then they distribute it between all the other small shells. That's what's going on, isn't it, Brian?
It seems to be that they have somebody holding the purse strings, yeah.
shout out to Leo. Leo is telling me not to tell you that they and them told him to pay me. They and them told him to pay me, and he told me not to tell you. For another $5, Leo. Thank you, brother. Signing up.
There you go. I mean, don't take my word for it. Anybody that's listening now, start taking just notes of who pays and when, and add it up and divide it by the hours that the YouTuber is on, and you'll see it works out to around the minimum wage.
I just want to ask you guys, the audience, if you are what Brian says, let me know if you are allowed to disclose that information, to like really disclose it, not as a trolling comment. Super chat me the answer, and there you go, Mavit. Isn't it me attempting to test my skills? Super chat me the answer if you are allowed to disclose the information or not. What do you think about that tactic?
Mate, if they're stupid enough to fucking give money away, then so be it. And I'm glad it's going to you.
No stupidity about it, bro. It's fun.
To be honest, right, I come to Jose's show, and I've gave you probably, God, I don't know, maybe 30 or 40 pounds this week, right?
Yeah, you did. You gave me a big chunk of money. Yeah, you have.
Yeah. I tried to get you still on for a show, you know, and I gave you $20.
And I appreciate that a lot, brother. Yeah.
No, but what I'm trying to say is, I go to other people's shows, you know, not just on YouTube, but on Twitch TV, and I donate money to them. You know, I pay my monthly dues to them to you know, get the access to like all the wee, you know, faces and all that, right? And I give, and none of them are talking about, you know, the flat earth thing. They're playing games. They're just playing games, and I'm giving them money for playing games. I'm not a NASA shill. I give money when I've got it to the people that I like to watch and enjoy seeing it on the internet. It's got nothing to do with NASA or the flat earther. It's just I enjoy the entertainment, and I feel that I should pay a little bit towards it. You know what I mean? That's it.
Babbitt, but I've been told, and it does make sense in my mind. I just don't want to go to that extreme to think that people are actually agents. Anybody in the globe. But if you actually visualize, a lot of people think that you are a shield, Brian Babbitt. We can take a look at your NASA logo in the NASA in the red car, in your race car, but you are actually paid extra, more money for being a flat earther. So let's say we got the shields that shield for the globe, and then we got the shields that pretend to be flat earthers to shield for also the globe and make it look silly and all that stuff.
Yeah. What NASA logo on the race car? There's not a NASA logo.
NASA race. Do you have a NASA race car?
No.
Are you
There
sure? Are you
was.
sure about that? I don't know, man.
No. There was a sticker with Apollo on it.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah.
And that was because the people who were hiring the car, their business is called Apollo. And I've explained this to C4 about a dozen times. And you will see now the sticker isn't on the car because they're racing a MX-5 now. They're not racing with us.
All right, but that's what that's what the other people will say. A real agent will, if they got caught in a detail, they say, no, it's because they just, whatever, they just stop. Well, it's actually chilling because they, they're paying to have that logo there, pretty much. So it's chilling for them.
Well, no, because the people who were hiring it put it through their business as a advertising billboard, and it has to have the name of their business on it to be able to do that. So they can claim 98% of it back through advertising if their name is on the car. Quite simple.
Leal with another $5. Thank you, Leal. Please don't tell Brian that NASA told me to tell Ters to give you money. Ha ha! Thank you, Leal. Ters, I'm not going to tell you that NASA told Leal to tell me to not tell you to give me money. I almost went with like the little kid with the meme. I could keep going and never end that, but let's decided to.
Anybody that's listening, just make a note of what Leal paid. Divide it by the hours of the show, and you will see it's about the minimum wage.
Leal works way below the minimum wage. Let's say if he works 5 days a week, whatever. Let's say he work at Target, whatever, McDonald's. Let's say he work at McDonald's, right? 5 days, and then when he get paid, he split that in 5, so he's taking one day of his full paycheck for himself, and that's what he gave in the super chats around. Pretty much 1 day. Yeah, is he? He shouldn't do that. I don't think he's very. He's a very he gotta have high end stuff guy. He's humble guy and he entertains himself, have fun with us. So he gave us a little bit of his money. There's nothing wrong with that. Fucking A. I wish I could do it.
No, there's nothing wrong with that. I hope he gives you all his money.
But how is he going to pay his bill and eat? That's his job. It's his income. And he's working for it. He's sweating his ass off, whatever he's doing, cashiering or receiving in a McDonald's or something, making burgers. That's it.
You can actually understand why Indian phone scammers ring America.
Yeah. And the examples, the names I use are real, but the situation are not real. Just a disclaimer. I'm just making it up to get the point across. I don't know if Leal actually works in a McDonald's. Who knows? But if it is, well, nothing wrong with that. Yeah.
I'm going to go on the side for a minute. I'll be listening in. So if you want me, give us a shout.
Hi, Brian. In behalf of Global Mom. He stepped out for a minute.
Hi.
Bogov, Thirst, and Tiny Fred here. Tiny Fred? Where did I get Tiny Fred from? The Fred.
I've never heard anyone be triggered by super chats before.
You are a shield if you give super chats. You work for them.
I wouldn't mind, but coming from a Poe as well.
Leal for $5. Leal, you're killing it today. Thank you, brother. Don't tell Brian NASA gives me the money to give Jose money. Money. Brian, I know you're listening. You step away, but you're listening. I ain't gonna tell you that NASA gives Leal money for me. Boom. Thank you, Leal. Ters B just checked out with NASA. and he actually can give me $2. So for £2, Thursby. Thank you, Thursby. I'm happy. Thank you, NASA. Thank you, NASA, again for giving people money to give me. Boom.
Yeah, Leo was right. I had to check with NASA before I gave you my NASA money, but apparently I thought it was skint, but I had some NASA money left and you can have some of it.
And I verified earlier, and I think that the super chat notification for YouTube, the cows mooing and the cowbell, I think is fixed the situation. So please, somebody tell me tell me in YouTube how it sounds, because it was really loud in previous shows. Why doesn't Leel PayPal me? Leel, why don't you PayPal me? I kind of know your name. I mean, it's not. I don't disclaim anybody's name. Anybody's name is bespoken to me. If anybody want to support in PayPal, just be sure that I will not disclose your information with anybody. That's for my eyes only, and I must know who you are. So you gotta type from Leel. It doesn't matter what name come in. If it's exactly the same name that you use on YouTube, I will not give you a shout out if you give me money unless you put your name. There's some people that already really know who they are, so I know who they are. Shout outs. Cowbell is low. Much better. Thank you. Carl Christopherson is in the house. I spoke with you once, Carl. A lot of people haven't heard him. They think he's not real. He's a concept. They think Carl Christopherson is really not real. How about that? Estoy en esta. Diablo, que ya estoy soldado. Qué bueno. Hold on.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello, Jose.
What's happening, man?
I'm the concept.
You are a concept. Some people see you in the chat box for so many years and they say, I never heard him speak. I think he's a robot. So you're like something not tangible, a concept.
Yes, I'm a concept.
How about that, guys? Now, how do we still know that you were even real? You might be a voice bot.
Artificial AI voice bot called Christopherson. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir, indeed.
How you doing, Jose? Are you good?
Yeah, I'm good. Hanging in here. Just waiting in the next few days. We will know if there's going to be a big ass hurricane coming to hit my area. But it's still in the wait, it's still far away. But the trajectory is drawing the path to come through here. I just got to wait a few more days and see how is it looking then.
Oh, I hope you stay clear for that.
Yeah, man. Yeah. C4 knows what I'm talking about, right? C4 in the chat box. I think people is already freaking out. They shouldn't. I'm not gonna even think that that's going by until the next 2 days at least.
Yeah, that's good. Try not to worry too much.
Yeah, man. You guys hear the dogs barking, going crazy?
Yeah, can you go and kick that dog? Come on. No, I can tell Carol isn't an artificial intelligence because they say the artificial AI, well, that'd be a double artificial. So I think that means he's not artificial. I think there's a double entendre there or whatever, something going on. But no, you can't be an artificial intelligence because that would make you not artificial. It's like not being not,
I think you lost me there, but you're probably right.
That's good.
I changed my mind. I confused him. He must be artificial. Is that or is it flat earther? Because that's the only other people I'm able to confuse is flat earthers and artificial intelligence.
Ters, you got one person very angry. I just avoided to pay attention to the comment you did about the dogs, but C4 is very angry. He'll kill you before you kill the dogs.
I didn't make you to kill the dog, just kick it in the bum to get it to shut up, you know what I mean? Come on. It's like I spray my cat, spray water. Well, I don't have them anymore, they're dead. And I didn't kill them, they died old age, right? And but I used to spray them with water to get them to stop being pests, you know?
Sirs,
With a dog, you kick them in the bum, don't you? I'm not talking
you
like full strength, you know?
have you heard C4's voice? Sirs?
No, I haven't heard.
Have you
C4
seen
voice.
C4?
I can't really remember. I'm a bit like Jose.
Have you
I am
seen it?
very, very drunk tonight. I'm drinking wine and whiskey. So
What if
I'm very
C4
drunk tonight.
what if C4 is a 12-foot tall 3,000 pounds
Sasquatch?
artificial intelligent being, you know?
He's a 500-pound, 6'4" Sasquatch.
Giant robot or something.
I've always been very kind to my animals. I've had dogs and cats all my life. I used to have 2 rats when I was in London as pets, and I used to carry them on my body all times. And they would pop out, and freak people out because they'd be running up down my sleeve and all that, and then poke their head out my V-neck and stuff, and people would freak out, you know.
No, but it's okay because you never spoken to C4, you know, you never heard his voice before. It's okay.
Yeah,
Is that English?
Was
Yeah.
that English, Thirst? Thirst, we didn't get that. Was that English or some dialect?
It was a dialect of English. It was Scottish dialect. I told you, I'm very, very drunk tonight, and it's probably best that I don't talk too much and let other people talk because I am very, very drunk, Jose.
All right. Car, go ahead, brother. What's up?
C4 be a robot Sasquatch, you think?
Ooh, yeah.
Oh, that's hard.
That's hard. It's intimidating, frightening.
Yeah.
Imagine you going just on the road and you just chilling to go your home like you done it 10,000 times, and you're almost there. When you look in the front of your door or something, you just see this giant artificial intelligent Bigfoot just in front of you, and then he just stares at you. What you do, you know? Scariest thing ever. And then he speaks and he say, hi, I'm Zep Tepi. Or whatever, you know, I'm Zep Tepi. Tell me what you say in the internet on my face now, you know? Holy shit. Scary.
Hi, Jose.
Hi, what up?
What up? Hey, I'm a human, and I don't get paid by NASA.
You are not human, you say?
I am a human.
Oh. You scared me for a sec. I was just joking. I hope any real robot coming over.
I'm me.
And you don't get paid by NASA. How can you afford to give super chats, man? That's what Brian says.
How you been,
If you're
Jose?
not a chill. All good, man. All good.
I missed your last couple shows, so
Yeah, it's all good. It's been all right. It's been fun.
all
Today is
good in
slightly
Florida.
different. Oh, shit. Background noise in Florida. Always. There's literally a flight going, one of those QFA flights is going on like right now. What are those? What is the path of those from where to where? You know, it's from Australia to Australia.
Oh, that flight is going on right now.
Yeah, I'll share my screen and see what. What is this? I don't understand. Just zooming out. Wow, what happened here? Look at the path that the plane is taking. Whoa, that's crazy. Oh, what's going on here, guys? Somebody tell me, please check out my screen share and tell me what's going on here. Okay, we got this flight. I'm gonna click on this one for a second. This one going from Johannesburg to Sydney. Okay? From Johannesburg to Sydney, and I bet they're gonna take a little path going down slightly and then up, right? The route. Let me see the route on that one. I'm on my screen share, so you guys should be able to see.
Yeah, and look how far south they go. Oh my god.
Yeah, I think it's either, you know, where's the plane?
Scroll down, scroll down.
Oh shit. Okay, there you go. That's from Johannesburg to Sydney.
Now is that?
Everybody can see that in YouTube.
Yeah, I wonder if Brian's going to say that's flat and level.
Okay, now, okay with this. We've seen this one before and we can analyze it, but let me refresh to see if it bring me back to the previous like flight when I got in the page, because there was a different flight that was doing all kinds of weird shit. I gotta find the plane.
Yeah, but sometimes the reason that flights take kind of weird routes is they want to try
Right
and
here.
stay as close as possible to somewhere where they're in communication with radio, and if it happens, they've got a chance to be able to divert to land and land at an airport.
What is this? What is this route? Okay, it says speed and altitude 158 knots, 40,000 feet. 40,000 feet. What else? It gives the latitude and your longitude of the flight, but where in the fuck does it go, and where is it coming from? Let me check on the chat box right here. QFA 1338. All right. Probably just loss of data transmission. Search and rescue plane, there somebody say too. Okay. Anybody want to find out what's up with this plane and help us out here? Oh wait.
Can you zoom out and show us a bit more of the map to see what's going on?
Yeah, look.
Well, it's supposed to have left Adelaide, so I think that's just corrupted data. It left Adelaide, and now it's only just been found, so it might have lost contact with ground based. And these are all the points where they think they detected it. I don't think that's the actual flight path.
Adelaide is not a regular flight. This flight is special somehow.
Yeah, but it says it left Adelaide. It's not got any destination, right? So you can see that the black trajectory from Adelaide down, and then it goes to the left and gets all skewed up, and then the plane is further back than where it shows you. I think that's the scrambled data. There could be something went wrong. There could have been caught in like an electrical storm or something, and the scrambled data, this is what you're seeing from it. But it's probably still on its straight trajectory, and it's not in the position that it's in at the moment.
One more time, I'm gonna refresh the page and let's see if it changed somehow or got fixed. Nope. Oh well, it is what it is. Here's a tracking log for this flight, and we can see what direction was going at any point. Which I'm not gonna click in any of them. Look at that. What is this, by the second or what? Every few seconds. Shit. Fuck that. Yeah. It is going from Adelaide to Adelaide. So it just went out to whatever reason and came back. Maybe learning how to fly, a new pilot.
Yeah,
or
it could be
something.
a pilot
Yeah.
being trained. Yeah, but
Yeah.
I mean, as I said, they might have flown through an electrical storm, and that could have interrupted their air to ground sort of like communications and stuff, and therefore you're getting that sort of squirry stuff out there in the middle of nowhere. So,
Do you think that they might have been creating a hurricane out there? So it will come through and then it just comes from this area like it usually does. A hurricane created, come down here, sneaky through the edge of Africa, and then it comes through our area over here. Oh, well. All right. And those are the odd flights.
but there's another one as well.
Where's
No,
the
it's the
flag?
same one. That's the same one. Okay, I thought you'd scored over, South America, but you went all the way around the world. Yeah.
This one is coming from New York to Auckland. Where's Auckland? New Zealand?
New Zealand, yeah.
Damn. Very nice. You see, it's looping. The war is looping.
Yeah. Brian's probably going to say, no, there's all this new land, and they might think there's only one South America, but there's hundreds of them.
Yeah, maybe. Alright, guys, what you got? Topics. Bring topics to the table. We'll make it happen. It looks like the flight is not for Antarctica, but just to view the southern lights. What? Each time you scroll the map that far, you are creating a new Earth somewhere. Whoa. Was I doing that? And Arwin was right. It is looping. Whoa. See, those things are mind-blowing to me. I appreciate that. Nestle wipes, what do you think? Oh, hemorrhoids again? Hold on, come on.
Sorry, Jose, I just jumped on. I'm not exactly sure what you were talking about there.
We were talking about hemorrhoids. Give us your testimony about it. What you know about it?
About what? Sorry.
Hemorrhoids. Hemorrhoids.
Hemorrhoids.
Yeah.
I have
hemorrhoids.
no opinion on them.
You have no opinion on them? Yeah.
What, you've never had a bumberry? Come on.
No, I've never had any issues.
Okay.
You must
What
be a
is
very
it,
young man. You know what I mean? Wait, you hit your 40s and sit in a cold field with a girl.
Hold on,
I tell
Thurs. You commented on hemorrhoids one time we talk about it. Let's hear from Brad. Brad is going to tell us his testimony and what he knows about hemorrhoids.
Bloody hemorrhoids. Gotta hate them.
Yeah, I told last time that my cousin had a giant donut, stuff, a little pillow in shape of a donut. It was for him to drive. He sat in it because of hemorrhoids. That's all I know about that story. I was young. I said, like, what the fuck is up with the donut? Oh, it's for my hemorrhoids. I said, okay. I didn't question it. I didn't know what it was.
Is that the donut cushion you sit on? I've heard of that. This is why doctors tell you when you go to the toilet and you're having problems, you're a bit constipated. Don't try and force it out. Don't, because that could give you a hemorrhoid. You know what I mean? It's just a vein that pops through the soft skin of the anal surface. You know, so Don't force it out, guys. Just wait. Just wait there. Take your time. It will come out. And if it doesn't, just wait and go back to the toilet later. Don't try and force it out. Don't start going and forcing it out. That could give you a hemorrhoid.
Hemorrhoids and asteroids seems they got their names mixed up. Are they family? Asteroids and hemorrhoids? Maybe the Fred is gonna tell us if they are family. Yo, I got money. Oh, okay, let me click it here. Yo, we got money. Hell yeah. Bring it on. I am not a robot, I promise. Oh, you want me to point the motorcycles? There's none. Traffic lights. Oh my god. Okay. Verify. See, I'm not a robot. I chose the traffic light. And we have biters. I just get the notification. I don't get told, but now we got ters with $5.38. That's like over $5. Great. NASA say I should give you another £5. They think I'm made of NASA money. They think you are made of NASA money. Hey, shout out to you, man. I appreciate it. Thank you.
You're welcome.
That helps big time. All right, lots of fiber. Honestly, let's go back to fly planes. I hear that. Oh no, we gotta delete this because it has a logo that is not permitted here. I know that's not necessarily it, but no thanks. Post that in the spam box. That pig is happy because he's safe from Catholics today. Where is Lemon Bird? Where you at? And where's Brian Leakey? Lemon Bird is gonna stop being my favorite flat earthers if he just don't show up anymore. I cannot have favorites which they don't show when they don't show up. You know, they cannot be my favorites. I don't know who will be my second favorite. No thanks. What's up? Some people was asking me no thanks. Are you there? Just tell me something so I to ask you a few questions.
Hey, what's up, man? Yeah, I'm listening.
All right. Somebody told me that if you get an offer to do a debate in a different channel, they say, hey, let's debate or have a discussion 1v1. But you must take the side of a flat earther, and they say, you must say, I'm a flat earther. And then the other person will say, then I'm a globe earther, I'm a glober, or whatever they want to call it, a pear earther, right? If they want you to be a flat earther and they want to be a pear earther, will you take that deal and talk to them, representing the side?
I don't think I understand that.
If somebody
tells you switch roles and argue for the globe.
No. So if I tell you, let's have a discussion, but it's gonna be called Flat Earth versus Globe Earth, and you will be representing the Flat Earth. You happy with that?
I don't know. Yeah, I guess somebody told you that happens. Yeah, that happens a lot.
Yeah, and people is not offended, right? But when somebody say flat versus globe, and you represent flat and I represent the globe, for example, that's nothing wrong with that, right? I guess that's what we do here.
Yeah, you can do that. Yeah, I mean, is it really? It's not. You're saying it's not really a globe, right? So
yeah,
we just call it a globe, just
exactly.
Just to sum it up. Yeah.
And you can call it flat, and it wouldn't offend you.
No, I mean, I don't get offended. by any of these terms. They're just words to communicate some kind of understanding.
Now, you think it's a little silly for somebody to not accept a debate that one want to have. I say I want to debate this person, but if the other person came in, all right, he say we got to title the show "Flat versus Globe," and you got to represent flat Earth, and I represent the globe. The
Well,
other
if they don't
person
believe,
accept, that's a little silly.
if they don't believe themselves to be a globe earther or a flat earther, then why would they do that? You know, nobody argues for the globe, right? Like there's no globe model. It doesn't exist. There's just a bunch of different theories that you combine together. They don't fit together onto a globe.
So
you
is
have
their
to
argument
discuss-
for flat then? Their argument for flat. So you should call it a flat Earth versus a fantasy Earth. Let's say if it's like that, and the person say I don't live in a flat. If the person make points in favor of flat Earth, but they say they're not flat Earthers, so why wouldn't they accept that?
Well,
deal?
if discussing a certain topic just falls in favor of a model, that just is a consequence of the topic. But I mean, you have to pick a topic on it. Like you can pick airplanes. Are airplanes for the flat Earth or the globe Earth? They're just airplanes. How do they work?
How do airplanes work on a globe? You say?
Just how do they work in general,
How
right?
airplanes work on a globe?
No, just how they work. And if it comes out in favor of horizontal flights, then it seems to lend towards one model. If you have to take a curved upward path and account for that mileage and whatnot, that seems to lend to a globe model. Okay?
Have you seen the videos where people is learning how to build planes and they fly up the mountains and they build wings and flapping in black and white and jumping and running until they figure out how airplanes work? That's how planes work.
I've seen like old black and white videos of it. Yeah.
Well, then you should know that planes work because we got airplanes.
You do know we only had black and white cameras back when people developed flying, don't you?
I don't know. I just said I've seen old black and white videos of this. Yeah.
Do you think airplanes are real? We got airplanes, right? And they work?
Yeah, I go on airplanes all the time.
Okay. Just checking because I was getting a little worried over here. Okay.
Do you think rockets?
Hold on, there's Car. What's up? What do you think?
I think the clue is in the name airplane. Plane. It's a plane, sir.
Oh. Why are they not called air spheres or air balls? Damn, nothing. What do you think about that?
Air balls.
Why aren't they called air balls instead of airplanes?
Yeah, but isn't it spelled differently from plane? A flat plane and an airplane, I think they spelled differently.
I don't know. No thanks. This is his point. We gotta shut up and let him.
Oh no, it's not my point. It's just the point is then you can talk about another subject. You can talk about water, right? Like how does water lay? Does it need a container, right? And then does that lend towards the globe model or a level Earth model, right?
Water. Does it need a container? Well, it falls from the skies when it rains. Does it need a container? Not really. It's like I don't know how it's chilling up there, but it doesn't need a container.
I mean, what are the clouds doing? They're containing it, right? And then when it's moving, it's
the clouds are containing it.
Yeah, but when it's falling out the sky, it's not contained in anything. It's just falling out the sky.
Why is it falling out of the sky?
Gravity.
We went from water to gravity too fast. We gotta wait. We gotta entertain the water.
No, the clouds can float because the particles of moisture are so small they can be carried by the air. But when they glob together and become big globules of water, gravity affects them and they fall out the sky. They fall out the clouds onto the ground. That's what happens. That's what rain is. How does a cloud shed rain onto the ground? You know what I mean? No tax. I mean, what happens with these tiny particles of moisture that makes them fall to the ground? What do you think happens to them? Do you think this? What's the flat Earth speculation on why water falls from the sky?
No, it's not about like the flat Earth speculation of it, right? It's just why does it happen? Period. Amen. That's it. Why does it happen?
Exactly. Why does it happen? What do you think makes water fall from the sky? You know what I mean? As a flat earther, what makes water fall from the sky?
Well, just as a human, right? Just as a observer of clouds, right?
I don't know. How do you know that water falls from the sky?
I know there's some who don't believe clouds hold water.
Yeah, who says it's water? It's rain.
Yeah, you know, so there's some who will put forward the idea that it's, it's claimed that these clouds will hold trillions of gallons of water, and you can confirm that by checking the rainfall in a given town from start to finish and measure the rainfall in the drainage system, right? So then that would confirm that one cloud that you fly your 25-foot airplane through had trillions of gallons of condensed water in it.
How do you know it's water? When it hits the ground, it becomes water, or when it hits you. But while it's falling, how do you know it's water?
Well, I mean, when it hits the ground, it's water. So if I go to my roof,
the rain is rain. How do you know it's water?
Well, if I go to my roof, it's still water, right? If I go a little bit
when
higher,
it hits the roof, water. It becomes water. But how do you know that it's water while it's falling?
Take patience with the answers when somebody's answering you, okay?
I know they don't understand the question.
Yeah, I know, but so that's why I'm telling you, patience, and you gotta wait this time.
While the clouds are there or the rain is falling, how do you know it's water? Before it hits the ground, or
I don't know that, Jake.
No, you said water falls from the sky. You said it.
Well, I say that, but I'm claiming that, but I don't know it. I don't know for real.
Maybe while it's falling, it's something else, not water.
Maybe. I think it's water, but who knows?
Anybody been up in a small airplane and going through a cloud?
Yeah, but that's when it hits the airplane.
Yeah, and what happens when you fly through a cloud?
You get covered with ice.
No, it's not always ice. Sometimes it's just water. It's like driving down the road. Yeah. You have to turn your wipers on, Yeah. You fly through a cloud.
Right.
And all those tiny specks of moisture gather up on your windscreen and turn into drips that run down your screen. You know what I mean? Yeah.
I know that's your claim, but how do you know that's tiny molecule of water?
Because how could you make big molecules of water, big globules of water, if you didn't have small globules of water to gather together?
I don't know. When the clouds hit the airplane, it becomes water.
Oh, the cloud is water. You're just gathering them together by hitting them. You know what I mean?
I'm asking you, how do you know?
Because I've been up there and seen it. I've put my hand out a fucking airplane and felt it. You know what I mean? Gosh.
Jesus Christ, Dust. Yeah, when it hits you, also it becomes water. But how do you know it's water before it hits you?
What do you think it is before? What is going to turn from something magical into water when it touches you? Have you ever seen steam? You put water in a kettle, you boil it, and then you put your hand through it, and your hand is wet. It's the fucking same thing with clouds. You know what I mean?
Right. Well, when you boil water, it becomes steam, which is not water, and when it again condense, it becomes water again.
Yeah, and that's what a cloud is. It's uncondensed water.
No, it's something else.
It's not something else.
How do you know?
Because I know, you know what I mean? I've been up there and I fucking touched it, you know what I mean? And it's, clouds are water. They're just tiny droplets that gather in your hand when you fucking fly through it, you know what I mean?
They just become water when you touch them.
No, they don't. So what are they before they become water then? Unless
How
you're
do you
just
know?
fucking putting this out like a flat earther, blah, 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 what we don't know. So what are they if they're not water before they touch you?
I
You
don't
know what I
know.
mean? Fuck
I
me.
don't know.
You don't know, so you're a flat earther fucking shit, talking shit. You know what I mean? It's
What?
fucking water. We can
I
see
must
it.
know
It's
everything.
moisture in the air, you fucking idiot. You know what I mean?
How do you know?
Stop being a fucking troll fuck. You know what I mean?
Uh-oh, shots fired.
I'm too fucking drunk to be putting up with fucking troll fucks. Check, you fucking know these
Don't drink.
fuckers don't know shit. And now you're trying to fucking bamboozle the fucking people who know shit.
Hey, he
Why
mad.
the fuck are you doing this, man? I fucking can't put up with it. I'm too drunk for this shit.
That's
Fucking shut the fuck up, prick. You know what I mean? What
the
fuck?
drinking, the being drunk is a you problem. Don't blame it on me.
It's not a me problem. My problem is you talk sense sometimes, and now you want to come in here with this bullshit. How do you know this? You're like a fucking child. You know what I mean? Why? Why, Daddy? Why? You tell. Well, why that? You tell them the thing. Why that? You know what I mean? It's like why? It's like you don't accept any fucking answer. Just want to keep asking. What if? Why? Well, you'd never learn anything if you'd never accept a fucking answer and go and think about it for a bit before asking the next fucking why question. You know what
No,
I
I
mean?
didn't ask no wise question. I asked only one question, which is how do you know that the clouds or the
It's
rain
no different
is
from a
actually
child
water
asking
before it
why
hits you?
every time you give them an answer.
No,
You
it's the same question all
It's
the
the
time.
same principle, is what I'm saying.
You kept repeating yourself when I touch them, when it falls down, but I don't care when you touch them or it falls down.
I know.
Before it falls down, how do you know?
I'm giving you a physical fucking representation of how I know it's fucking
How do
water.
you know?
And you're saying, well, how do you know that? And I'm saying, because I've fucking touched it. And you say, well, how do you know it's not something magical before you touch it? And I'm thinking, what is wrong with your fucking brain? There's no magical shit out there that changes from one thing into a fucking another. It is the thing it is until it changes into something through, either what physics does to it, temperature, density, all that shit, and that's why we know that things change from one thing into another, but they always start to do it as the thing they're going to be, you know what I mean? Fuck me.
You've been indoctrinated, man.
Oh shit, damn, that's personal, Terz. Damn, Terz, why he call you? Indoctrinated.
Yeah, he doesn't
I'm
think.
not
I asked a simple
indoctrinated.
question.
Check, I'm not indoctrinated. I'm educated. Right? You're a fucking half-wit at the best of fucking times, you know what I mean? And now you're proving yourself to be just as stupid as other flat earthers that we fucking talk to. Welcome to the Flat Earth fucking club, Jake. Thank you.
Ooh.
Well, according to, I think. So, first of all, let me ask a simple question. Why the fuck do we have 33 votes on the poll, but only 19 likes? Huh?
Right, 19 thumbs up, which is okay, but come on, guys, we got 53 votes. We should have already 50 likes at least, right? Maybe 3 people didn't like, but yeah, slacking.
I think they've been slacking off and telling people to click the fucking thumbs up on sound button, you know what I mean? Yeah.
And second, according to the poll, 40% wants derp.
Derp, yeah, we're gonna sing the derp.
I provide. They won't. I provide because there's no one else here to do it.
Is that why you're being derpy? I didn't see the end of the poll. It wasn't
Thank
put
you,
up.
Jake.
Yeah. Well, if you're being derpy, Jake, that's it. I can understand that. I'm sorry for being so fucking, adamant
Drunk,
about being
drunk.
size and all that.
Say drunk.
You're quite right, Jake. It could be any kind of fucking thing out there that looks white and fluffy. It could be rabbit fur that suddenly turns into fucking rain when it hits the ground. Who the fuck knows? You know what I mean?
Does the accent does it becomes easier when Terz is drunk, Jake, for us to understand what he's saying? Is the alcohol helping? Do you think, Jake, or you just understand him like butter every single time? Smooth voice. I think it's Chris Berry's fault. I blame Chris Berry for it.
Such a sexy, smooth voice.
Oh no, you Somebody mute hers. No, I'm not. I'm just kidding. Arwin called the flat Earth debate team geniuses today. Who here think that the FED team is geniuses?
In 1,000 years, I wouldn't imagine they're the geniuses.
Do you think in 1,000 years the Earth will be flat, and then when we look in the books and we talk about the past, we're gonna find Nathan Oakley's name and Dirt and Jeranism and Bob Super Noodle Doodle in the history? Instead of today, we find Socrates and Eratosthenes and Pythagoras and Ptolemy and all them people. But we'll in 1,000 years we're gonna find those that I mentioned, right?
Don't think so.
You don't think so?
Don't
What if
see
Arwin?
Wikipedia.
Sorry.
Arwin, yes. But he will appear in I think psychiatry books.
You think he'd be a genius? There'll be a memorandum, like Plaza in his name, in Arwin's,
Sure.
and a street with his name. They are very, very geniuses, I think.
How would the Arwin? How you call them?
How what?
Hold on. No, I have a problem with the word.
Hold on, it's drawing the line with Pythagoras. I shouldn't brought it to the discussion. Sorry, hold on. My bad.
How would the Arwin sculptures look like?
How does his comforts?
Sculptures.
Sculptures, yeah.
No, I'm not understanding you. Counters?
What it sculptures?
Sculptures. How will the Arwin sculptures look like? How would they be built? And that's interesting. Yeah.
The thinking man, the like David. What kind of?
Yeah, like praying, hands together, looking up to the sky. The thinking man, the block closing his mouth like the monkey. Maybe like an archer, like laying back, with the crush open and like doing the bow and arrow thing. Who knows?
Or would it be like this, like facing in a gate? I guess.
I was thinking more a man standing with his two hands above his eyes, staring off to the, like he's shading his eyes from the sun, and the plaque at the bottom will say, "It looks flat."
Yeah, sorry guys, we lost ours. Lost him.
Many years ago.
You see them, a big giant statue with somebody with their hands shading their eyes. The plaque at the bottom says it looks flat. Come on.
No, it's gonna be like a gate, like a similar, like a rainbow type gate, and then he's gonna be inside. His face will be mouth open, yelling, like the eyes bulging out and the mouth open, looking to the sky. Yeah, die! And he's gonna have a little cloud bubble with a wire coming out of his mouth that say die. Yep, there you go. That's Arwin. Everybody will know who he is. Or kill them all. Could say that. I tried the other day, but a few days ago, to go in Arwin chat box with a sock account. With my normal JG account, just a simple JG account. And he didn't want to unblock me. He got mad and he banned my account. I already got him all blocked. There's no flip-flop. There's nothing. Nothing going for Arwin show. Sad.
I've got another statue for Arwin. It's Arwin sitting on a toilet, looking between his legs, and he's got that pose where he's got his elbow on one knee and his hand in his head, and the plaque at the bottom will say, "Why is it spinning?"
Tess, only a drunk man could come with this one up.
Yeah. It's the water that's spinning. You're saying, "Why is it spinning?" I can't find its one level.
Yeah. Can somebody get some screen share? Let me try to look that up. We're looking for that. For when that happened. Let me try to find. Let me see how my research skills are, Chaik, and I'm gonna attempt to get that for you. Were you in the live chat, right? Normally, Chaik. Were you typing in the live chat on Discord or YouTube? Is that what you're looking for, Chaik? Discord or YouTube?
What do you mean?
When you got kicked. When you got banned.
No need. I went there. I found it.
It's good. Okay.
I
Because
didn't
today
post
you
it yet.
posted at 11:09. You've been posting 11:31 a.m. That's a few hours, 4 hours ago. You posted something.
Wait, I'll show it to you.
Alright. It's all about the bass,
There it is. I mean,
All right, what's going
what did
on?
I say, right? I said, LOL, the art of rhetoric. They've posted some image with Aristotle, I think, and the art of rhetoric printed on it. And I said, LOL, the art of rhetoric that cannot describe reality. What a joke. They talk about rhetoric, but I asked them to describe something they can't.
This is why I call a personal issue right here, because you didn't say anything wrong that violates any rules whatsoever at all. You weren't being racist, you weren't being sexist, you weren't being personal, you weren't doing anything wrong, you weren't being threatening, nothing. You just talking about the topics back and forward and giving your opinion, and everybody's giving their opinion. So why did they take it so personal that they gotta block people because of the argument? People that I have blocked here, it's been because of the issues breaking rules, practically breaking the rules, violating Discord and YouTube rules. That's why I block people. I don't block anybody for like an argument like Shaq did. Shaq, why do you think that they don't like your arguments?
Why? Because they show them how stupid they are. And to add on that, you had the Blue Marble Science that made fun of Mobius yesterday. He couldn't find the distance between 2 points at the 3D coordinate system.
I think it's a bit simpler than that. You put two words in that sentence, lol at the art of rhetoric that can't describe reality, what a joke. The two words there that disturb them is describe reality, because they can't.
Right. It offends them. They know they can't describe reality. They talk about rhetoric all the day, but when it comes to rhetoric, explain to me why we see what we see. They can't. Not in words, not in drawing.
Do you think it's because it harms their cause? They don't want you there, Shaq. It will harm their cause.
Their ego.
Their ego. Because they must do the repetition, strategy. That's what they do. It's repetition. It's a, very mono, very unidimensional. One way in. Level is horizontal. That's it. But if somebody challenges that, you cannot participate anymore.
No. They went to higher level. They say words like how is it now? Phenomenology, ataraxia.
Oh, you got to use certain words.
Yeah, they use fancy words. They keep repeating them. They talk about them, but that's about it. They don't learn anything.
Well, and they often use those words in the wrong way in a sentence. It doesn't make sense the way they use the words. It's like they use those simply because they sound scientific or, as if they know something. But if you look at the way they use words and sentences, it doesn't make any sense to anybody who understands what the word actually means. You know what I mean?
Well, the first step of the trivium is rhetoric, because you need to know how to communicate, but they can communicate. They still before this first step. Oh, that's great. That makes a lot of sense. Communicate then.
They are communicators, they say. They communicate to the world that level is horizontal.
So
that's it.
So what did they tell Blue? They tell you don't need to measure it. You don't need to calculate it. You simply measure it. Then I asked,
The how to measure it. Is that what you asked?
right? Then I asked, how do you measure with the tape measure or measuring wheel?
Yeah.
How do you measure? Which tool should I use? A measuring tape or a measuring wheel to measure the distance between those two rooftops?
Yeah.
The problem.
I can do it. Which tool would we use?
The problem they also have is they always talk about measuring, but by saying a tape measure or a distance. You can measure things in different quantities. You can measure mass, you can measure weight, you can measure how many beans there is in a jar. It doesn't always need to include a measuring tape to measure something. You know what I mean? You can measure a volume of water. And then they will go all over the place arguing about what volume means, and it just drives you crazy. They don't understand words. You know what I mean?
So, actually, salvation came in the form of Jerry Fusilli. You know this guy? He said I measured the distance between the building. I said, but this is probably New York, right? And I don't think you can measure diagonally there. So the best you can do is walk on the streets and measure in 2 dimensions, X and Y, let's say. But that's not the distance, how we measure it. And he gave the right answer. He said using Pythagorean theorem. That's good, but he couldn't make it to 3D. Yeah.
How about measured in coin models?
But we need sextant, no?
Can you measure it in coin models?
With a sextant, I think we need a sextant.
Okay.
But you know that we measure land in lots of different ways. I mean, hectares and acres are different, but we can still make an approximation of it. Some people measure land, the farmland in hectares, and some people measure in acres. Mostly in Britain we measure in acres. But we still use hectares. I think in America it's hectares. But we have lots of different measurements, but it still gives us the rough estimate of how much land there is there. So when you get down to arguing with people about how you measure a thing, you've got to use feet, you've got to use inches, you've got to use miles by 8. It's like, oh God, why are you so pedantic about all this crap that you've read on the internet? You know what I mean? It's like you can go and get a calculator that will, convert it. Why are you so adamant about using this stupid measurement method? But this is what they always harp on, stuff that they don't understand themselves and they can use to make things look weird. Yeah.
We got an idea from Axel Zander. Axel Zander, hello. I want to tell you something. I'm new. Are you new? Well, welcome to the show. Thank you very much. We are new. He said he want to see an MMA octagon match between Super Noodle Doodle and Oakley. Noodle and Oakley. That'll be fun. I'll watch that. Bob Noodle is like 3 times bigger than Oakley, maybe. So the weight thing there.
Yeah, but he stopped doing the flat earth thing, isn't he? He's making videos or making books now. He's not into the YouTube stuff anymore, is he?
This is a cool image. This is a cool interpretation over here of the world which we live in. I have
It's kind of funny.
clip. I have an audio clip I want to play for you guys. So check on my screen share. Hold on. I don't know if you can hear it. Can you hear that or not? It's not working. It was broken, sorry. I tried to open a file, but it was broken.
Well, some of the ancient files that you might be able to find pictures, they put flat Earth on 4 pillars. You know what I mean? And it's it's mentioned in classical literature, the 4 pillars of the Earth. You know, just like we call the 4 corners of the Earth. You know what I mean? There's 4 corners and there's 4 pillars, but it's just the way they used to reference things. It doesn't mean that they thought there was 4 corners of the Earth or 4 pillars holding it up. It just
Let's all right. Let's everybody lay back, relax. We have derp a little bit. I want to give the opportunity to Blue Marble Science to talk to me for a minute here because I got something to share. But if you're there, hello, Blue. What's up?
Hey, hello, Jose. How are you?
I'm good, man. Good to hear you. How you been?
Oh, I've been okay.
Yep.
Just hanging around. Yeah, that's what I gave you is just a little snippet out of the audio from Bev Try Thinking, actually on his YouTube yesterday. And really, the question that I was putting to Mobius and a few of the other ones is, you have how do you calculate the distance between 2 points, 2 known points, in a Cartesian 3D Cartesian coordinate system? That's all I wanted to know. There's a real simple formula that lets you do that, right?
Right.
This was their response.
All right. Big shout out to Martin Newsom. Martin Newsom, I am new, man. Hello. Are you new? Well, welcome to the show. Let's play this excerpt from one of the Bev shows. Let's hear some derp. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, boom. Oh, wait. Am I sharing?
Yeah.
Yes.
You
okay,
are.
here we go.
They tell us Earth is a sphere, right? A globe.
Oh, look at this.
And Blue Marble. No, first you tell me how to calculate the distance between 2 points in 3D space.
Yeah.
3D space.
Measure it, Blue.
Measure it, not
It's about a ruler.
Why?
Tape measure.
Why to calculate measurable distance? So this is just ridiculous.
You start
Hey,
off.
Blue, I got
surely.
one of them wheels.
Yeah, you
know
start
them
off by
wheels?
measuring it.
You start off by measuring it. I heard a ruler, a metric tape. Tell us, Blue, about it.
Yeah, that seems to be their the limit of their intelligence. If you can't, it doesn't do any good to assign coordinates to anything in 3-dimensional space because you can't do anything with that. You've got to go get a wheel or a tape measure and actually measure it. That's hard to believe.
That is something. How will they measure? I mean, how big will be the biggest, measuring tape? I cannot. I mean, it's just funny.
I know all of this really has come about with a lot of banter that's gone back and forth between myself and Mobius and lots of people and Mobius, I guess. But talking about the way GPS operates, in the raw data that we get from GPS, which are for any given point, is a set of Cartesian coordinates, but they are coordinates based on a 3D system that is centered at the center of the Earth, right? So you end up with you end up with every point on the surface of the Earth being roughly 6,371 kilometers away from the center. Now you can figure it out really easy if you got the x, y, z. It's simply the square root of x squared plus y squared plus z squared. That tells you how far away from the center of the Earth that point is that the GPS measured. And that's what I was really asking them. But apparently that was a bit over their heads.
I'm gonna play that one more time. It's only 36 seconds. We're gonna play one more time and then we'll change screen over here for the audience. Let's play it in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. The Bev group says.
They tell us Earth is a sphere, right? A globe.
Oh, look at this.
And Blue Marble. No, first you tell me how to calculate the distance between 2 points in 3D space.
Yeah.
3D space.
Measure it, Blue.
Measure it, not
How about a ruler?
So why?
Tape measure.
Why to calculate measurable distance? So this is just ridiculous.
You start
Hey,
off.
Blue, I got
surely.
one of them wheels.
Yeah, you
know
start
them
off by
wheels?
measuring it.
Wow.
That's some weapons. That is some weapons grade stupid right there.
That's some good shit going on there, man. You're good at extracting clips. Chaik is good at extracting little clips like that and posting them.
No, I think that is absolutely classical. As I was saying in the YouTube chat, I used to do orienteering as a sport when I was younger, and I quickly found out.
Puppeteering?
Orienteering. It's using a map and compass to go to different points on the surface,
right?
And you've got a bit of paper you clip for each marker, and then you've got to get back home the fastest with all the markers clipped on your paper, right? And I found very quickly that sometimes it wasn't good to go over hills. And you know, you've got a map, you can see the elevation changes. Sometimes it's easier just to, what looked like, go a longer route, but stay on the same level you're at, rather than climbing hills and stuff. And it would be quicker, you know? And this is why this stupid idea that they said, you know, you measure it, you know. And so the measurements are already there on the map. What they don't take into calculation, I think is this is what Blue is referring to, that, yeah, it could be an elevation, and it's 3D. It's not just, you know, where you are and where it is, but do you want to climb a mountain and go down the other side of the mountain when you can go around the same level that you're on and get there much quicker and easier without exhausting yourself, you know? And this is what I'm saying, these people don't have the ability to think in 3 dimensions and think, well, it's easier for me to go around than over. And
right.
You know, that's what I'm saying. Anyway.
All right, we got Chaik, and then I got a question for Blue. Go ahead, Chaik.
Well, play this one because Paper, he's one astronaut. He don't know who says what to who.
Oh, you gotta repost it, man. You gotta repost it. All right. Well, we find out. We find that before we play it. I got a question, Blue. Do you imagine a world where, let's say, I want to go to Paris, right? Where is that? It's a big tower, right? Eiffel Tower or something in Paris.
Yeah.
Like, right. I go to visit there, and I'm looking, and I'm there with my partner, and I start talking. I say, "Look how big that is. That is incredible." I mean, and she and my partner will say, "Well, you got to stop right there. Have you measured that tower?" I'll go, "No." Why are you talking to me about that tower and about how big it is if you haven't measured it? Do you imagine that we live in a world like that, Blue? What are your thoughts?
Oh, I guess I'm delighted that we don't live in a world like that.
anything you
mostly-
want to talk about, you must have already measured it. You better.
Yeah, I know it's absolutely maddening the way those guys go about things.
You know, Blue, I've asked them if my laser measurement, you know, I have a laser measure here and I bought it
Mhm.
like $20. I'm asking if that's a direct measurement or not because I can verify it with my tape measure and I can never get an answer out of them. It's hilarious.
To everybody on Discord listening and that won't participate, listening on YouTube and people on Discord, we are in the text room Daily Boom Uncensored. I closed the Daily Boom nonsense for now because there was people in 2 rooms and I mean, I'm missing half of the stuff. I still don't see the link for Shaik in the Daily Boom Uncensored.
Yeah, post it in
Sorry.
the wrong place.
But this is what I don't get with the flat earthers. I mean, they often use measurements from Google Earth, and they say, "This is where I was." But I mean, how do they know whether they're within 30 meters of where they were on Google Maps compared to where they were actually on the Earth? And then they say, "This is what I was looking at," and it's like 30 miles away, and they click on Google Maps. And how close can you get in Google Maps? I don't think it's even within 3 meters unless you start to go down to street level and look at your GPS position and then calculate that. But they never do any of these calculations. They just show you a Google map, click on one end, draw a line, click on the other, and they say, this is exactly 30 miles, I was 37 feet, blah, 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 blah. And it's like, they've never measured any of that. Yet the demand does. We have to go and measure every bloody thing with a tape measure. I'm sorry, it just makes no sense to me.
Perfect. All right, we got another good audio clip, this time shared by Shaik. Shaik with an audio clip extracted from one of the Bev shows. And if you're watching my screen share, you should be able to hear it when I play it. Hopefully the audio is loud enough. We're going to play it. It's 36 seconds only, so hang in there. 3, 2, 1, here we go.
Superficies.
Very low.
Which has length and breadth. That's it.
2D.
Not length and breadth.
Yes, 2D.
You say it's 2D.
Pause. I paused it for a second. I wonder why Shaik is so low because they got you low. That's why you can record because they got you very low volume on their shows. Sorry about that. When I play it again, try to listen.
Superficies is which has length and breadth. That's it.
2D.
Not length and breadth.
Yes, 2D.
You say it's 2D.
Yeah.
Okay.
Length is 1D and breadth is 2D.
Shaik, you are confusing 2D with length and breadth. For example,
I didn't say it, Pepper. Bev said it.
Euclid didn't say anything about dimensions.
Again, Pepper, I didn't say it. Bev said it.
That's beautiful, Shaik, bro. Woo, better listening now. I heard it earlier, but this time it sounds so much better, man. You mentioning length and breadth, right? Bev go 2D. And then the other guy coming, let's say, no, 2D is wrong. 2D is wrong. You cannot, claim, That's beautiful, man.
They need a script, not to
Off script, yeah.
not to fuck each other.
When
live.
you keep it too simple and real, they cannot grasp that dimension.
Is this the surface of the sphere argument?
Yeah.
No, it can't be, surely.
Whatever the argument
Yeah.
is, it's just they contradicting each other.
Yeah,
That's what it goes. Well, that's what it goes to. Bev loves the old, ancient terms like superficies, but that's basically just a surface.
Well, yeah, but I mean, if you're measuring a table, the length and breadth of a table, it's at least a centimetre, a couple of centimetres thick. So that gives you the depth. So it's three-dimensional. But you're only considering the length and breadth at the moment. You're not talking about the depth. So it's still 3D, but you're only talking about 2 dimensions at the moment. But it doesn't mean it's a infinitesimally thin plane that you're talking about,
Well, he has a problem with the surface of the sphere being 2D because it bends into the third. But you're talking because they were taught geometry in just a very simple.
Absolutely. Identifying positions to any point on the surface of a sphere requires 3 dimensions. That's to identify a point. But the surface itself is simply a collection of points that are all equidistant from a center point. And any point on the surface of a sphere only has 2 degrees of freedom. Only 2. All you can change about it is its longitude or its latitude or both of them.
But even on a map, I mean, this is why I don't understand how these people don't conceive what's going on. On a map, there are height lines. I think it's every 50 meters, every 100 meters, you've got a line, depending on the map and its reference. So you can tell distance from your point, where you're going left and right. But you can also tell by the rings around prominences and hills and valleys and knolls. You can tell where it's going up or down by 50 feet or 100 feet or whatever. No, you can see. So you've got 3 ways of moving: forward, left, right, and up and down. You know what I mean? Even on a flat map with a compass, you can tell whether it's going to be hard surface to travel or where you're going to be walking straight. You know, I don't understand that they're mental.
How will you know you're walking straight on a flat map when they claim that the center of the map is the North Pole? And if you're going west, with a compass, you will be going in a circular path, in a circuit.
Yeah, well, I don't understand how they think that. I know it's not the case.
But you understand what they're saying, so you can visualize that concept.
I can understand their concept, but I don't understand why they have it.
To them, it makes sense. Not to, when I say them, the majority of the flat earthers. Majority of the flat earthers, I say 90%, 95%, 99% of the flat earthers think that it's a physical place, like a pond. Like they think the earth is a pond. Like, let's say you got a big lake of ice and you break a circle. You break a circle in the ice, so that's a pond, and you got all the continents rearranged certain way, and in the center of that pond is that magnetic something that your compass will point to. That's it. You guys disagree with me that most of the flat earthers think that? I mean, that concept of the North Pole in the center and it's just held by the waters are held by the ice of Antarctica or whatever.
That means that they've either never read any books with people who have went from, say, Britain to the other side of the world and written books about how things changed and how they had to recalculate and stuff like that. Or they just don't believe that is real, which I think a lot of them do believe. It's just not real. That's a lie. But I mean, if you read the books of explorers who have been all around the world, and you read about how they've had to adjust when they were changing their maps and and adjusting for compass and magnetic north and all that, you understand that the world is a goddamn globe. You know what I mean? These people are just ignorant, or they refuse to accept that this is true. You know what I mean?
Ether and electrostatic. That's the answer. That's the answer to everything. Ether and electrostatic. That's some flat earthers' answer to everything.
Well, because you can't prove either of them.
The other answers from other flat earthers will be because God created it and my holy book. That's another group of flat earthers will give those reasons for everything.
And don't forget nuh-uh, their favorite.
That's another team will go nuh-uh, nuh-uh, nuh-uh.
It's ridiculous.
We got an electrostatic cat.
Ether has been debunked at least 2 times that I know about since the 1880s. And they still go on about bloody ether and stuff. And it's like, it's been debunked scientifically twice since the 1880s. You know what I mean? I don't know how they can still bring this up and talk about it.
Well, because it's a magic thing that they can use to explain stuff, and now they're trying to say, well, it's not luminiferous ether, it's some other kind of ether, it's quantum foam and blah blah blah. It's other shit they don't understand.
Well, it's electromagnetism, and then they say, I wasn't talking about magnets, I was talking about electromagnetism, and it's like as if it's a different fucking thing.
Well, they don't understand that electromagnetism, like light, is neither attracted to electricity or to magnetism, and they seem to be confused about that.
You know, it's the same physical properties, you know what I mean? It's not 2 different things. Electromagnetism and magnetism, it's basically, they're talking about the same thing, they're just using 2 different phrases for it, you know what I mean?
Ters, are you sure that you correct with the Easter has been debunked already?
Yes, ether was debunked in the 1880s, I think, for the first time.
But Thanksgiving is still good, right? Thanksgiving is still a go, right?
Sorry?
Thanksgiving is good to go. Easter has been debunked. Thanksgiving is not. I can let Easter go, yeah.
Easter, I got it. I'm sorry.
I can let Easter go. It's okay.
I wasn't saying Easter, I was saying eat there. You
know? Sorry, man. I thought you were talking about the Easter, the holiday.
I couldn't care about the holiday, you know what I mean?
I was wondering, how do you debunk that? How do you debunk Easter?
It used to be a Celtic thing, you know what I mean? And then the Catholics came along and says, "Oh, let's just keep that and we'll call it Easter." Easter's only been debunked once, you know what I mean? Yeah.
If you have to be in a group of gullible conspirators, I go with everybody else being the dumb ones too. That's what devil's advocating. What else you guys have? You know, we'll wrap it up early today. It's Friday. I can do a bunch of stuff, so let's just wrap it up early to go home, man.
Yeah, it's been a good show. I'm probably going to go and watch another movie tonight. I feel like it, you know.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Do your thing, man. Thank you very much, everybody, for coming in. Final thoughts, Big Blue. We'll go back to Blue. Maybe he is entertained with something else. Bogov, final thoughts. Car Cave, final thoughts. Chaik, final thoughts. Nobody wants to leave. Hannah, final thoughts.
Oh, I didn't have any thoughts to begin with. Just came in late to see what you guys are up to.
Thank you very much. Mojok Man, final thoughts.
No thoughts for me.
Sean Bro Smith, final thoughts. Snesley Wipes, final thoughts.
Yeah. No tengo nada.
Thank you very much. Ters, final thoughts.
My final thoughts is the reason we didn't have so many flat earthers here today is it's TFI Friday, right? And they're all being left at home to look after the dog and the kids, while the wives and girlfriends go out and have a girls' night out because they're sick of putting up with these wankers talking about flat earth all week.
The Fred, final thoughts. Big shout out to everybody who voted. 64 votes. The poll is completed. We want and I give you 4 options for what do we want. The lowest votes, science. I think the less amount of people wanted science today. The second, in third place, funny. A lot of people wanted funny. But then in second place, what do people want? People want unicorns in a bucket on a vacuum with a big 28% of the votes. And the big winner for the majority people, what do we want? We want derp. Derp is the big winner today and has been for a long time. If you want to have a laugh and be entertained, derp is the way. Now we know the way. Thank you very much, everybody, for participating in the Discord server voice chat. Thank you, everybody, for participating in YouTube land. And take care, everybody. Jose JG out. Boom.